Want to know why your hands get colder than the rest of your body? Hi guys, I'm Michelle from Virtual Hand Care, and in this video, I'm going to share reasons why your hands get cold so fast. But more importantly, I'm going to dive into what you can do about it. Our hands are more susceptible to feeling cold than the rest of our body because they have a relatively large surface area compared to their volume. I mean, just look at them. You have an index finger, you have a middle finger, a ring finger, small finger, your palm, the back of your hand, and all of that is exposed to the air. So that's a large amount of skin to get cold versus a shoulder. Plus, there's a lot of muscles in the hand, but there are not any muscles in the fingers. And muscles play a huge role in regulating our body temperature, insulating our bodies. Muscles contain a lot of blood vessels, which help circulate more blood flow. And so the more muscle mass you have, the more potential you have for generating and retaining heat. And since our fingers do not have that muscle mass, that is a big reason why they get really cold fast. And not to mention, our hands have multiple networks of blood vessels to regulate temperature and ensure proper blood flow all the way up to our fingertips and our thumbs. And so if the air is cold, these blood vessels are going to constrict, which reduces the blood flow to your fingers and therefore causing them to feel cold. Another reason why your hands get cold faster is because your hands are the farthest away from your body. That means warm blood has to travel a farther distance to reach them. And your body wants to keep the temperature of your core regulated first. I mean, you need to keep those vital organs nice and warm first, right? And so when your body is cold, it is going to favor keeping that blood centrally located at your core, rather than sending it down all the way to your fingers. Now, it is important that if you are always having cold hands, that you do see your doctor, because there are medical conditions such as diabetes, scleroderma, Raynaud's disease, lupus, and other conditions that can cause blood vessel or blood flow problems. Now, luckily, there are several solutions to prevent your hands from feeling cold, and I'm going to share 7 tips that may help. Tip number 1, keep your hands covered. Just like you keep the rest of your body covered with a shirt and pants and socks, you want to do the same thing with your hands. So wearing mittens or compression gloves or hand warmers can insulate your hands and protect them from the surrounding cold air. Number 2, dress the rest of your body warmly. So if you're not warm at your core, your circulatory system definitely won't be sending any warmth down to your fingers. So I recommend dressing in layers, wearing warm socks, maybe wearing a scarf, even using a blanket, and even using a space heater can help keep your whole body warm. Number 3, get up and move those larger muscles. If you're sitting a lot, your heart rate is lower than when you're exercising. So your heart doesn't have to pump extra circulation down to your hands and to your fingers and even to your feet. But getting up and moving often throughout the day gets your heart pumping, increases the blood flow to your hands, and increases your overall body temperature. And when you move larger muscle groups, like your shoulders, you'll be bringing more blood flow and circulation to your hands, and therefore preventing your fingers from feeling cold. So get up and move those bigger muscle groups because it will help make your fingers feel warm too. Number 4, avoid smoking or vaping. The nicotine in tobacco products causes blood vessels to constrict or to narrow, and this constriction reduces blood flow to your skin, to your muscles, to your internal organs, and especially to your farthest body parts, your fingers. And over time, the nicotine can cause the walls of the blood vessels to become thicker and stiffer, making it more difficult for blood to flow down to your fingers and really anywhere in your body. Number 5, move your hands. Remember, your hands do have muscles, so get them moving to help pump some blood flow to your fingers. And a good exercise to do that is this thumb tip to tip exercise, where you simply touch the tip of your thumb to the tip of each finger. That gets all the fingers moving, it gets the muscles in the hand moving, it gets the thumb moving, and you can do about 10 repetitions to each finger. And then you can also, after that, go into doing about 10 repetitions of full fists. And so when you start feeling your fingers getting a little bit cold, try those exercises and see if you notice a difference. Number 6 is to avoid leaning on your wrists or your hands. If you're working at a desk all day and you notice your fingers get cold all the time, make sure you're not leaning your wrists on the edge of your desk. This area is where two major blood vessels, your radial artery and your ulnar artery, are fairly close to the skin surface. And if you're always leaning on this area, you could be compressing the major blood vessels that provide blood flow to your hand and your fingers. And number 7, warm up your hands. If your hands are feeling cold, warm them up. Rub them together often to generate some heat. Apply a hot pack to your hands. Run them under some warm water. Use a space heater or hold a warm cup of coffee or tea. The easiest way to manage cold fingers is to prevent them from becoming cold in the first place. So make sure you get up and move around, which is gonna help improve the circulation and pump more blood flow down to your fingers. Now, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. And if you're looking for more exercises to improve that blood flow and circulation to your hands and your fingers, then check out more of my videos here. Until next time, thanks for watching.